Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, with special thanks to Revenant, Anerdinwarpaint, Antonio Hernandez, Icestormshadow, Matthew Holmquist, Nathan Welch Jr., and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to the Wrath of the Righteous beta, as we pick up right where we left off last time. As I recall, we tried and failed to strong-arm a merchant, rallied an army of mutant peasants, and then spent some time splashing around in a partially flooded basement. More seriously, though, while we have taken a fairly sizable chunk out of the shield maze, we've still got quite a bit of exploration and combat ahead of us, so let's get back to it. We've done halfway decently so far, but I don't think we've actually run into any of the really tough fights just yet. Speaking of which, Corrupted Mongrel Brute. Might be a slightly tougher foe, but he is by himself.
Meditate on your mistakes.
I think we'll be okay.
It might make you feel better. I'm all ears.
Glad to see that Lan is just as accurate as ever. Thanks, Lan. Now why can Camellia charge through the water when Kaiser just couldn't? And he still can't charge. Alright, no punching Kaiser.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Make every strike count.
We're actually landing a fair amount of hits here. Why are you not dead?
Endure this!
I'm guessing he had ferocity, so he could keep fighting below 0 hit points. Oh, and I forgot to do it earlier, but that should fix Lan's Fury of Bows. I'm not sure exactly what caused the bug, but as always, this is just a beta. Ooh. Once again, we can't actually officially ID that item, but Just looking at it, I can tell you that is a Ring of Protection +1. We had plenty of those back in Kingmaker. We'll officially ID this stuff once we find our way to a merchant, though eventually we should be getting a proper mage. Okay, I believe we had a couple of doors back near the stairs we haven't cracked yet.
What do we have here? I hope you appreciate this.
I think this is actually a pantry. Oh, and we are going even further down. That's actually really pretty.
Let
Oh.
me draw the first blood.
Hand of Hosilla. That certainly sounds ominous. Let's go ahead and take out that fighter first. Oh, well, thank you, Kaiser. Looks like Creed's about half down. We'll have to be careful. We have very modest healing power right now. Nice hit. Lan?
You won't survive me.
Okay, well, at least he's firing 2 shots again. You know what? Let's go ahead and fire off Lion's Call. That might speed things up a bit.
Into the fray!
Lovely.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Matritium Turinos.
We've got a couple more doors here, but let's clear this room first. Hosilla's orders. Follow these simple rules or you will die. 1. Don't bother me unless strictly necessary. 2. Keep the door to the shrine locked with a key I made. I don't care which one of you two holds on to it. You can tear each other to shreds over it for all I care. 3. Don't even think of setting foot in the ritual chamber. Ever. 4. Keep the door to the unfinished section of the maze locked at all times. As a reminder for you feeble-minded vermin, the entrance is sealed using the hidden lever, the torch on the wall next to the door. The door itself is in the room with the blood pool where I sometimes relax. 5. Do something about that damn water elemental already. Do whatever you want with it. Just make sure it's gone by tomorrow. 6. Find a better hiding place for the paladin sword from the surface. I'll deal with that later. 7. Remember that your life means less than nothing to me. I have plenty of people vying to become the hand of Hosilla. Hosilla. Goodness, we've got quite a bit to take away from that. Apparently this place is run by someone named Hosilla. They have locked themselves away in some sort of shrine. And she's got 2 lieutenants, the Hands of Hosilla, one of whom we just killed, which would imply the other one is the one carrying the key to the shrine. Given that she also pointed out the secret door in the blood pool room, which sounds charming. I'm going to guess we'll find the second hand somewhere around there. Hey, Lance improving. Obviously, I'm being a bit too hard on Lan. As with any low-level flurry-based monk, he's definitely going to have issues with accuracy until he's got a few more levels under his belt. In fact, let's bring Lan up a bit closer. Take advantage of the point-blank feat.
Go for their hearts!
You've crossed the wrong monk.
Cool.
The light take you.
There we go. Nice job, Lan.
I am helpful, am I not?
Ooh, this looks promising. Dueling sword. Not much use to us. Longsword's a bit more practical. In fact, let me double check here real quick. I think that longsword might actually be an upgrade for Seela. Oh yeah, look at that. I guess we just picked up this magic scale mail, too. Interesting. Looks pretty generic. Might be +1. I don't believe they've implemented cursed items yet. But they have surprised me before, so maybe I'll end up regretting that. I mean, why have a remove curse spell if you never end up having to remove any curses?
Now what is that?
Oh, my, right. A large water elemental at level 2. That seems like a bit much. You know what? Yeah, okay. We're still in pretty good shape. Let's see if we can take this thing down.
No reason to pause. A bright future awaits us.
We definitely need to hedge our bets here. Okay, fingers crossed. Lan? Well, he hit. Hey, he hit twice. Slightly less effective than I would have liked. All right, I'm starting to think I might have made a mistake here. Well, we're already committed, so here we go.
Make every strike count.
Oh, nice hit. Oh, no. Okay. Let's not do that again.
You are today's sacrifice.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Oh. Hit so hard it triggered a tutorial. That's never a good sign. We've got this thing on the ropes, though. We just need one or two more good hits.
Endure this!
The spirits demand your blood.
All right, Creed, let's fall back a bit, shall we?
Into the fray.
You won't survive me.
I'll cut you wide open.
Okay, you know what? All or nothing. Into the fray. And that is how we do it. We waffle around and then land some lucky hits.
Magricium Turinos. Magricium Turinos.
I will note that we have to be a bit more hands-on with healing Kaiser. Unfortunately, while we have plentiful potions, animal companions cannot actually use them. Well, once again, I can tell you just from the icon that that is an amulet of natural armor +1. Not sure about the ring, though. That appears to be some sort of unique item. We'll have to get that one properly ID'd to figure out what it does. Yep, once again, +1 AC. A kitchen, smelling of burnt fat and garlic. Food was clearly cooked here in vast quantities. Alright, well, I think that is pretty much it for the lower levels, so let's head back up. I think we've actually just got this one door left. Oh, we still have this string of portraits, too. Yellow, blue, red, yellow. Yellow, blue, red, yellow. Those portraits are kind of distinct, too. Looks like a barracks. You know what? Let's start prepping before we go through doors now. I think about half the fights we've gotten into down here were triggered right after walking through a doorway. Looks clear.
Do not fear. Do not
Ah, well,
waver.
so much for that. We've got a wizard. We had a wizard. Nicely done, Seela. His movement seems oddly low. I'll have to look into that. Oh, shoot. Alright, well, apparently we cannot get through this doorway. I mean, it's obviously a bug, but I'm not sure what we can do about that. Okay, so this is obviously not an ideal situation. We do still have the advantage of being 2-to-1, though.
No glory without risk.
Definite trade-off here. Boosted offense at the cost of defense. Yeah, let's go for it.
The light take you!
Of course, it had to be the three guys with the highest armor classes stuck in there fighting each other.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
I mean, slowly but surely, we are whittling him down.
Into the fray!
A true clash of titans. Oh yeah, it is basically a coin toss on every attack. Heads you hit, tails you don't.
No glory without risk! The Inheritor, guide my blade! The light, take you!
Hey, there we go. Thank you, Creed. Almost new diary. The diary contains only one entry on the very first page. Life is shit. Well, my brethren, although what kind of brothers are they, really, are having a great time up on the surface. I'm stuck down here with Hosilla the Nightmare and the mongrel scum. To top it all off, a pipe sprung a leak, an elemental is smashing up the kitchen, and Hosilla is sending it to slaughter everyone it meets in the maze's passageways. All I can do is hide around the corners, under beds, and in cupboards. I don't want to die. This isn't how I pictured it, serving Baphomet. This isn't how I pictured it at all. Yeah, it's funny how that works out. You'd really think you could trust the word of a chaotic, evil Prince of Darkness. On the bright side, he doesn't have to worry about that elemental anymore. Though, on the downside, I suppose he is also dead, but you gotta take the good with the bad.
I am helpful, am I not?
Oh, hi. Don't mind us. Sharpshooter first.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
We've got a second sharpshooter. Let's get someone on him. One down. What is going on with Creed?
Make every strike count.
No glory without risk!
Maybe that bed is sticking out just far enough to disrupt our charge path.
Endure this!
Ah, camping. Okay, that's fair. We're actually doing surprisingly well, but we could definitely stand to refresh our spells and abilities. Alright, let's go ahead and set up camp. Oh, very helpful. Thank you. I'm glad they took the time to explain that to us. At any rate, I will say that the camping system in Wrath is fairly straightforward, but it is a bit more obtuse, because it's different than the way it worked in Kingmaker. You no longer require supplies, but now you instead have to manage your corruption. Whenever you rest outside of a sanctified or safe resting zone, you'll slowly accrue corruption to varying degrees depending on the corruption of the local region. As that escalates, your characters will start suffering intelligence and wisdom penalties, and eventually they'll go completely insane and the game will end, so, you know, best to keep an eye on that. You will, of course, also have to worry about being ambushed in the dead of night. That is what the camouflage and guard jobs are for. But I don't think we have to worry about that too much right now, because we're still essentially in the extended prologue.
Ouch! I broke a nail! It must be nice to be a knight like you. You can clip your nails short and not wear any makeup. And no one says a thing.
So what would happen if you didn't wear any makeup? Would the demons refuse to die because you're not looking the part?
Party banter. I do enjoy that. I'm actually surprised they've got that voiced already, given they haven't really voiced much of anything else just yet. Okay, moving on. We still haven't found that blood pool.
They will not expect my strike.
We've got a dining area. No guards. And what appears to be a secret lever. Oh. Thank you, Camellia.
They will not expect my strike.
Just a glorified storage closet. inspection. That is indeed a potentially useful tool, if you have the appropriate skills for it, which at the moment, we definitely do not. That said, that does seem to imply we're coming up on something nasty.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
And there's our cave-in. We have found our way to the other side. You know what? I am going to go out on a limb here and assume that is our blood pool. Crap. Here we go. Oh, no. Let's knock out the cleric. Thank you, Sela. Let's get Creed over to help out Kaiser.
You won't survive me.
Okay, so what is going on with Creed? Okay, so the encumbrance is slowing him down. I really should have checked on that sooner. We'll just have to do without the crossbow. Wow, you really should have just grabbed a sword or something, buddy.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
I suppose no one ever accused cultists of having a good sense of self-preservation. Ritual pool filled with fresh blood. You don't say. Yeah, encumbrance is going to be an issue, but not just yet. That's a problem for future retcon to worry about. Okay, so according to the note, This should be the unfinished part of the maze. You know what, let's rearrange this real quick. We'll shuffle the pre-fight buffs closer to the left. There we go. Now I can just tap the hotkeys instead of having to click every time. Alright, we are looking for the other Hand of Hosilla, the key to the shrine, and some sort of paladin sword.
I hope you appreciate this.
Oh, well, that was quick. We've got the hand and a cleric.
Hey!
So we'll want to take out the healer first. You know what? If you're really that eager to die, I suppose I can indulge you. Cleric. Wow, that was one fragile cleric. Yeah, that might have been slight overkill. But better safe than sorry.
Trust me.
They just don't make cultists like they used to. Okay, let's see what that got us. That's another copy of Hosilla's orders. And there's the key. The bodies of the maze builders lie where they were caught by the earth elementals enraged by the earthquake. The builders' tools lie scattered next to their bodies. Oh, good. So we've got earth elementals around here, too. Lovely. I've got to say, I am not used to seeing this many extraplanar creatures in a second-level adventure.
I was never good at stealth, but I'll try.
Monitor lizard.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The heartbeat quickens.
Moving up.
Make every strike count.
Nice.
Endure this!
Into the fray! The light take you!
Ah. That is exactly what I was hoping we could avoid.
You won't survive me.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Well, I was hoping we could blitz that thing before it had a chance to poison anyone, but it just did not want to cooperate. How you doing, Kaiser? Oh, he's just fine. Yeah, that just evens out his dex, so unless he takes more dexterity damage over time, there's no appreciable loss. I don't suppose we have a potion for that. Okay, so we can't neutralize the poison, but we can restore the lost dexterity. Noted. A large, aggressive creature was kept in this cage. Judging by the bent bars, that creature is now loose. What a mystery this is. Oh, yes, let's patch Kaiser.
Rely on me.
Well?
Matricium Turinos.
Cambions. Those are demon-human hybrids, right? I know in 5th edition they made them half-devils, but they were different before that.
Are we in trouble yet?
Nice. I was clearly much too hard on land. Dude's killing it. Creed, on the other hand, seems to be a lot more hit or miss. Meow, says Kaiser. What's that? That torch is actually a cleverly concealed trigger mechanism. Good to know.
You are today's sacrifice!
Hey, he actually pulled a blade. For all the good it did him. Those guys weren't nearly as tough as I expected them to be. Statue of Baphomet, Demon Lord, Lord of the Minotaurs, and Lord of the Labyrinth. We're starting to see some pretty ominous doors down here. We might be getting close to that shrine. Hat plate.
This one was beyond me.
Oh, good. Okay. If you miss a lockpick roll by too much, you'll actually jam the lock, which permanently seals the container. I don't think you can miss any integral quest items that way, but you can definitely end up missing out on optional loot. That would be a net +1 AC. And that keeps us in light encumbrance. Actually, Sela's got a higher strength. Let's toss her the half plate. Yeah, and then we can swap her banded mail over to Creed. +1 to her flat-footed AC. Not to mention she has a whole lot more wiggle room as far as encumbrance is concerned. And look at that. That still nets Creed a +1 to AC.
They will not expect my strike.
Oh. Medium Earth Elemental. Yeah, let's go for it.
Always be ready for the worst.
Damage reduction. No surprise there. We'll have Kaiser move to flank. basically trying to space our guys out to maximize room for charges. Moving up for point blank.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Nice. Huh. I may have overestimated this thing.
The spirits demand your blood.
After how much trouble that water elemental gave us, I really thought this thing would put up more of a fight. Not that I'm complaining. No loot. That is disappointing. I guess that just leaves this big chunk here. That must be where the shrine and Hosilla are. Right, and those sort of awkward markings on the map. The empty space. That's just, the area between the elevation transitions. Yeah, okay. I think we've actually done a fairly full sweep here, aside from the obvious big empty chunk. Which I suppose makes this as good a stopping point as any. We're about to hit the hour mark anyway, so let's hit the pause button for now, but we will pick up here next time. As we breach the Shrine of Baphomet, face off with the dreaded Hosilla, who we know nothing about, and officially complete the Shield Maze, which I suppose will unleash the mongrel men on the unsuspecting surface world. I'm sure Inquisitor Halrin will love that. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official YouTube and Twitch channels, the official social media feeds, or the official store pages. As always, links are in the description.